Welcome back. Finally, guys, let's take a look at the cryptocurrency, in particular Bitcoin market. Sive Morten is here with the forexpeacearmy.com. So let's take a look what actually has happened since our last discussion on Monday. So we said that in general we could wait for a minor pullback if you would like to take the long position, because overall context remains bullish, and we said that market could keep going slightly higher, but once the market will reach an area around 118, this will be a really tricky moment where actually we stand already in place. So why it is tricky? You could understand it by the picture on the lower time frames, on the intraday charts. In general, we could say that here the overall performance, I wouldn't say that it's really thrusty. So it's not looks like this one, for example. That was rather strong support area. Market has shown some pullback. It could even move slightly higher, but it doesn't look yet like some reversal stuff. Besides, you can see that here, before this action has happened, market has shown bearish reversal swing. So this drop down was greater than this swing up. And as usual, after reversal swings, market shows deep retracements. Why? Because of the existed previous momentum, it has to fade it. And this is possible only with the deep retracements. Market, this rest of the momentum impact on the market, it makes it to show retracement higher. Once this retracement is over, a real downward action start working. So this is just the standard waves theory, how actually momentum impacts on the markets. And currently, as I said, market stands in a very important moment. So either we will get straightforward upward breakout, and in this case we could start talking about taking out of this top, maybe some upward continuation, or if you will see signs of the reversal here, some downside pullback of the different perspective could happen. At the best case scenario for the bulls, we could get something like this. We already talked about this last time, right? So it might be the head and shoulders. In this case, market could start dropping and shows retracing down to the 1130, 112 area maybe, forming the right arm. And for bulls, it will be a good way if it really will be a reverse head and shoulders. It starts working, market keep going to the upside. Or that retracement could put the foundation for just downside continuation. If this hand shorts will fail, market will just keep dropping lower. But as you understand, this question is the secondary one, because we are not here yet. So it makes no sense to discuss in details what will happen around it. It's more interesting what will happen here. So the next upside target for this minor hand shorts is blue, as you can see. It stands around 120. It's just above this area. And if market will keep going higher and break this level, more probable that the upward action will continue. If market will not be able to break it and start forming here the bearish pattern, be prepared for a drop at least to the 112 area. What particular pattern market could form here? In another chart, you could see any bearish pattern. For example, it might be the hand shorts. Why not? Let's be shoulder, head, start forming now another shoulder and retracement down to the 112 with a kind of the ABCD pattern. Everything is possible. So what are you going to do in the current circumstances? How you could trade it? So for a long position taken here, it's a bad placement because market stands under resistance and potentially bearish pattern might be formed. That's why if you still would like to take the long position, you could wait either all this stuff will be over with some pullback forming big pattern on the hand shoulders like on the fall time frame chart, or maybe you could try to use, I don't know, some more aggressive approach, kind of the using stop buy orders somewhere above this area. So you can see market starts breakout, ignoring any reversal ideas, tending higher. You will step in on some upper breakout and take position on stop execution. If market start dropping, your order will be just unfilled. I'm not really the big fan of such an approaches, only if you trade some events, for example, Fed Reserve meeting, big data releases or something. In the common circumstances, I prefer to not use this way, but you could actually think differently, and I just share with you the all possible scenarios how that you could use some options. For a long position, of course, personally for me, it would be better to wait for retracement. If I get this big hand shoulder shape, I will get the confidence and just in calm situation, quiet situation, we'll take the position. That's it. So that's what about bullish background. For the bearish background, if you'd like to take the short, just keep in mind on this pattern and take a look over it. If you really will see that it's becoming clear, definitely the shape of the hand shoulders, try to take position somewhere around 116.75. Very small risk just above the stop. Great potential with a possible target 112. So that's what I do if I would prefer to trade it on the short side. That's actually all for now. See you on Monday.